Well, hello everyone, this is the Balkan Guy, and today I'm going to be talking about my personal predictions on who's gonna qualify from the first semi-final of the Eurovision 2024. If you haven't already seen my qualifier prediction from the semi-final 2, the video is already uploaded. I did semi-final 2 because all the songs from semi-final 2 came out first, so I just did that video first. Now we're talking about the first semi-final, so yeah, if you haven't watched that one, go ahead and watch it. If you did, great. Let's catch up on semi-final 1, 2. Then this semi-final is just crazy. It is so strong. I mean, both semi-finals are super strong, but this one is one of the strongest semi-finals probably in the history of Eurovision. It's just mental how much quality there is here. And watching the semi-final and seeing some of these songs not qualify, I'm going to be crying. I already know I'm going to be on a floor crying, and I really hope I'm going to be surrounded by like people I care about in Malmö, because they're going to need to pick me up and hug me and like give me something to drink, because this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. But if you watch my semi-final 2 video, then you know I'm going to be going through 4 different categories, which is, first category is, this is definitely qualifying 100%. Second category is, this is probably qualifying. Third category is, this is probably not qualifying, but it could surprise us. And the fourth category, the last one, is I don't see a path for this to qualify, like at all. I just don't see the path. Oh, before I get into it, you want to go ahead and click that subscribe button on my channel, because you know I'm bringing all these Eurovision videos, and only like 4.4 of y'all are subscribed. Sorry guys, it's super late. Or subscribed to my channel, and you know, I keep getting comments from some of y'all that are saying like, oh, I'm glad I'm one of the 4.4%. I'm glad y'all are too. And if you are one of them, I am very thankful for you, and y'all are the best. And if you're not, then you should join and become one of the best. And besides that, you want to go ahead and follow me on my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, because I always appreciate that. And let's see what I think about the first semi-final of Eurovision 2024. Okay, we're starting with the category of this is going to the final 100%. I have zero doubts that this song is not going to the final, that this song is going to the final. It's just 100%. And I'm starting with Ukraine. Y'all, there's nothing for me to say here. Ukraine is going to the final. It's a televote only semi-final. I think if they sent just a woman screaming, they would have gone to the final. This is an amazing song. It's going to the final. No need to say something else. Next up on 100% qualifying is Serbia. I know some of y'all are out there saying like, oh, I'm not sure if this is 100% because it's a ballot and it's televote only. Guys, look at who is in the semi-final. We have Croatia, who's giving Serbia 12 points. We have Slovenia, that's giving at least 8 points to Serbia. We have Germany voting in the semi-final. That's going to give Serbia at least 8 points as well. Those are just guaranteed points. Serbia is also getting points from the rest of the countries, from people that are voting the like slow girl ballads. Serbia is 100% going to the final. There's not a doubt in my mind. 100%, it's impossible that they don't. Next up on the 100% is Lithuania. Y'all, this televote only semi-final, it's a banger. It's gonna stand out from all the other bangers. It's super unique. There is no way that this doesn't go to the final. It's just way too good that it doesn't. And the next one is Croatia. Guys, this song just screams televote. I mean, this could potentially win the televote result and all of Eurovision. It probably could win the semi-final, so this is going through. 100%, not a single doubt in my mind, Croatia is also going through. And we have one song left in the 100% category for me that I have zero doubts, and that is Finland. I know a lot of y'all are out there not liking this song and I guess hoping that Finland is not going to qualify, but I'm sorry to tell you, it is not happening. Finland is going straight to the final. You know how they fly in the bridge of the song? Like when they're like, I can't remember the lyrics now, but they're like flying and holding each other. That is how they're going to be flying to the final. It's This song screams televote. Europeans are gonna love this. It has those 2000 vibes. It's going straight to the final. There's no chance. There's no chance that this doesn't go to the final. If you love it, if you hate it, I don't care. This is in the final. Okay, we're moving on to the next category, which is, this is probably going to the final. And I'm gonna start this category off with Cyprus. I know some people think this is not qualifying, but she is bringing the choreo, she's bringing the amazing vocals. It's Cyprus, guys. Cyprus knows how to stage this type of songs. They have been doing it so many years in a row. They're gonna do it this year. And we saw with like Poland last year, the televote loves a basic girl banger with a good choreo. That's exactly what this is gonna be, a basic girl banger with a good choreo, and it's going to the final. I'm probably going to the final. I could see it not qualify, but I'm holding it at probably going to the final. Okay, next up in the probably going to the final category is Slovenia. Y'all, this is also one of the songs that some people are like, ooh, this is in trouble. It could be in a little bit of trouble, but she's just Raven is such an incredible performer. Like if you saw her performing Dora, she was just standing there and emitting this energy, and that was just her standing there. Imagine what she's gonna do on the stage. It's gonna be something really cool. And again, it's a televote only semifinal, and I feel like this song has a lot of televote potential. I think this is going to the final, and I think if this doesn't go to the final, it will be one of the biggest strawberries in Eurovision ever. And next on this list of what I think is probably going to the final is Portugal. Another girl ballad, but I feel like there is enough of a voting group, and it's different enough from Serbia that like they're gonna have completely different voting groups. And it's Portugal again. Portugal does really well with the televote. I see this in the final. It's hard for me to visualize the semifinal without this going through, so I genuinely feel Portugal is probably going to the final. It could happen that they don't. I wouldn't be completely surprised if Portugal doesn't, but I see Portugal going to the final. With this song, with this performance, with these vocals, it's probably going to the final. Next up in this list is Luxembourg. Guys, Luxembourg is coming back to the contest after so long. I just don't see it in their books that they're going to come back after so long and not qualify. I think countries are going to support them. I think it's also, just like Cyprus, it's a girl banger with a good choreo, and it has that French spice thrown in there. This screams televote, and it screams like something voters would actually go for. I know a lot of y'all are hoping this doesn't go to the final, and that's a completely different topic. But if I have to like predict objectively and who I think could really go to the final, it's hard for me to see the semifinal without Luxembourg going through. It screams too much like something Europeans would vote for, especially because Europeans love that French sound. So yeah, I see this going to the final. And last in this category of probably going to the final, at least according to me, is Australia. Another song that a lot of y'all are doubting because you think like, honestly, I think a lot of people are doubting this because of the music video. It's like super basic. If they had like an expensive, really good music video, people would like this song a lot more. And I think that's a fact, but they don't have the music video because they're saving all that money for the incredible staging they're gonna bring to Malmö. This, if they do with the staging, what I'm imagining what they could do with the staging, this could get top 5 in this semifinal. Because the wine moms are going to be voting for this. The people who love the good vibes are going to voting for this. It has a completely separate like voting demographic than every other song in the semifinal, and it could really stand out. They're incredible performers. It's really, really hard for me to not see this qualified because they're just such good performers that I think they're going to pull it off live, and people are going to pick up their phones and vote for this because of the amazing vibes they brought. Okay, next up we're going to the category of what I personally think songs that are probably not qualifying but could surprise me and could qualify. It's not 100% no, and that is Poland. I feel like any other country sent this song, this would be like a sure, it's not going to the final. I think the only reason why I'm like probably could, because it's Poland, and Poland does really well with the televote. It has a diaspora. People generally vote for Poland every single year, whatever Poland sends. So that kind of leaves me on the edge of like, this could go to the final. I still don't think it's going through the final. I think this song is probably getting second in running order and just gonna get forgotten after everything else. Even though it's Poland, I still think it could get forgotten after everything else and maybe get 11th place in the semi, but it's hard for me to see this one going through just because it's a song that doesn't leave a big impact on you, and so many like big flashy songs in the semifinal, and the ballads are super cool, that this one just kind of in the middle. I don't see this getting a lot of votes. I really don't. Next up in the category of probably not going to the final, but it could surprise, is Ireland. Much as I really want Ireland in the final, and I think Ireland deserves to be in the final for taking a risk and bringing something completely different than what they have been sending in the past years. And this is, I mean, Bam being such an incredible artist, they're so talented. This could be something special on the stage. I don't trust Europe enough to push this through. And that's why I'm like, this is probably not going through, because I feel like it's a very polarizing entry where people either love it or people either hate it. And when you have a lot more accessible entries in this semifinal, like Australia is not a very polarizing entry. I feel like everyone's going to be able to enjoy Australia. While Ireland, people are really going to be like, some people are going to be like, ooh, what is this? And some of the friends that I've shown this entry to have been like, what the hell is this? Like, not like non-Eurovision fans. So I think that's, this song could leave that impact on a lot of people, and unfortunately could, because of that, not qualify, even though I would love to see Ireland qualify. And last on the category of probably not going to qualify is Moldova. And the reason why I'm putting Moldova on this, I know a lot of y'all would say Moldova has zero chance of qualifying, but Moldova always surprises. Moldova always delivers incredible stagings. Moldova every single year after year, surprises you, and you keep underrating and underestimating Moldova. And I feel like they're gonna surprise you again this year. They're gonna bring the best staging, really gonna stand out, and Moldova traditionally does well with the televote, so this could really qualify. That's why I'm like, this is definitely not a 100% no. I'm guessing that it's not gonna qualify because, again, I don't trust Europe enough with this one, but I think it has a chance and could potentially surprise. And we're moving on to the last category, which is the songs that I just don't see a path for them to qualify. I really don't. And just considering that it's a televote only semi, I just don't see enough countries picking their phone up to vote for this, and that is Iceland. Been here before and never got it right. It's just such a basic song and brings nothing new. And they're going for that good vibe thing, but Australia is doing it so much better that Australia is going to get all of those votes that would have normally went to Iceland for the good vibes, that I don't see Iceland going through at all. I don't think there's any chances that they do. And last country in this category is Azerbaijan. Obviously, this song, I don't know, Azerbaijan never does well with the televote. Almost never. And considering that's a semifinal, like, that's just televote, and this song is a little bit underwhelming. Yeah, it does some like cultural vibes and brings something new, I guess. It's still very underwhelming and doesn't have enough of that wow effect to make people, take their phone and vote for this. That's why I'm like, I just don't see a path for this to qualify. I just see it staying in the semis, and I think that's probably what's gonna happen. But that is it when it comes to my predictions. Tell me in the comments, what do you agree with? What do you disagree with? It is totally okay if you agree or disagree with me. That is the beauty of this contest. We all evaluate things and entries on different things. We all are looking at different aspects. And if you do disagree with me on some points, I would love to hear why. Like, if you think one of these songs that I said is qualifying, but you don't think it's gonna qualify, tell me why. Tell me, like, break it down for me. Like, tell me the math. Why do you think it's not gonna get enough of a demographic to vote for them? I want to hear your reasonings. Why not just be like, oh, you're an idiot? Tell me the reasons. I want to hear. Maybe you're gonna change my mind, and I think that's really cool. So yes, if you are commenting, I would love to hear your opinions and actually like the reasoning behind your opinions. And if you enjoyed my video, you want to go ahead and click that subscribe button, because I'm going to be uploading so many of these this Eurovision season. I'm trying my hardest to upload as many videos as possible. And if you're enjoying them and you want to join the family and just join the good vibes leading up to Malmö, click that subscribe button. And last but not least, you want to go ahead and follow me on my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, because I always appreciate that. What can you find there on Instagram? I mostly post some gym selfies. So if you're into those, you want to go ahead and like follow me there. TikTok, I tweet about Eurovision. Twitter, I tweet about Eurovision. And TikTok, I just post some dumb stuff. And that is it for this video. As you can see, I am falling asleep. It is super late, so gotta end it off. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.